We are at the press conference for the $130,000 Longines FEI World Cup qualifier tonight in Calgary at Royal West. Congratulations to Isabelle up here on the win.
Thank you.
Isabelle, this is, now that you've won 2 World Cup qualifiers, what are you thinking about Paris in 2018?
Well, it's still a long way, so we'll keep her sound and fresh, and we're going to hope that she still jump good there, and then maybe we're going to fly over the ocean. But she's looking good so far, so that's the plan right now.
Awesome. So your mare is jumping amazing lately. What do you attribute all the recent success to?
Well, that was her second show indoor, so she's very green. We didn't know what to expect, but she always tried to win, and she's always good when she needs to. So I don't know. I think she just likes to win. So.
So you went late to go in the first round, and then you were last to go in the jump off. Tell us about your plan going into the first round, having seen only 2 clear rounds ahead of you, and then going into the jump off, either knowing you had to jump clear or be really fast at 4 faults.
Well, for the first course, there was only 2 clear and a few with 4 faults. So I had to go a little bit fast in the first round. So if I had a rail, then, I can still have a good ribbon. And then she jumped clear, so that was amazing. And then in the jump off, I saw the 2 go, and they had a rail. So I said, even if I have a rail, I have to go a little bit fast. And I don't know, I think it goes so fast in the jump off. You make a plan, but you just take what happens. And I wasn't sure when I jumped the last jump if I had win it or not, because it took a long time to show it on the board. And I didn't know the time. I thought the time was 48. So I was like, okay, I'm not winning, but it says first. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So, but no, I just think that she did an amazing job. I can trust her every jump. So
in the first round, you rode a little aggressively in the line after the triple, and then in the jump off, Sarah did 8 strides. We saw LJ do 7 strides, and then you went back in and did 8. How did you decide to ride that line?
8 stride was my plan at the beginning anyway. And she jumps always very high, the triple bar. So I knew the 7 was going to be very difficult. And I just, stick with my plan and hope that I was going to be faster than her.
Laura Jane Tidball, is this your highest finish in a World Cup qualifier?
No, I was actually second here last year as well. So twice in a row. Yep. But my horse was amazing, and I couldn't have asked him to be any better than that tonight.
So you're just a fraction of a second, literally,
Yeah.
behind.
My plan for the jump off was to go and try to be as quick as I could. To be honest, when I rolled back to that double, it seemed like the distance was coming up a little deep, and I touched my outside rein for half a second, and then all of a sudden it got a little forward. So, hindsight's always 20/20. If I could have just stayed turning a little tighter, I think, either I would have been faster than Isabelle, or I may have left it up. But that's kind of the way the cards fall, isn't it?
And what did you think about the first round of competition?
I thought my horse was amazing. He jumped his heart out for me. He tried really hard. He's been great all week here, though, and I haven't shown him a lot here. I kind of used my other horse a bit, too, and I think I made the right choice in lightening up his load a little this week so that he was fresh for this class.
Perfect. And Sarah Shearing, you were the first one to master the first round. What did it feel like when the crowd just exploded when you landed from the last jump?
It's such an exciting feeling. Words can't really explain when everyone explodes, and it was such a tough track. At that point, there had been, I think, like 24 faults, 30 faults. So to go clear was really amazing.
Tell us about your horse.
Dantes is a 9-year-old. He's very green to this level of competition, but he's really coming around. We had a little bit of a tough Sacramento after a really long trip from New Jersey. And then at Del Mar, he really came up. He was clear in the World Cup there. And then this week, he was clear in the qualifier and clear today. I'm really happy with him.
Awesome. So Werner Dieg, you designed a wonderful track, 3 clears out of 36 starters. What were you thinking designing the first round? The triple came late. The jumps were big. A lot of things tripped up really good riders. I thought the fence 3, you really had to gallop out of the turn. Anyone who kind of touched the reins coming out of the turn to fence 3 seemed to have it down. Were the trouble spots where you anticipated?
I've seen the horses for the qualifier for that, and they jumped incredible. I had 16 clear rounds, and I was a little bit upset for that. Said, okay, I have to do something more. And okay, what helps me a lot, the footing is fantastic. The size of the arena is perfect, so I could do a little bit more. And I think it was today a really, really, really World Cup qualifier with all that what we want, with the turns and with big fences. And yeah, so at the end, I'm very happy with the result. And more important that we have 3 beautiful ladies sitting beside me who went clear is that we have only 1 retired and 1 eliminated. So this is for me more important than everything else. And we had a lot of fourth holders. So at the end, it was a good presentation of our equestrian sport. And I always say sport needs drama, and we have seen drama today. It was perfect.
And that you had to build for a lot of less experienced riders at this level and less experienced horses at this level. And I think
today we had only top riders and top horses, so it was very easy to build for them. Thank you to jump my courses. It was fantastic to watch. And I was sitting with the Longines people together and said, hey, listen, this is the sport what we want. We want to show the people and the spectators, we had a lot today, the beauty of the sport. And if everybody is clear, it's boring. So we had 3 clear rounds. Perfect. And the jumper was, whoa, and the last rider win. That's drama.
John Anderson, you're bringing World Cup qualifying competition indoors to Calgary. You couldn't have asked for a better class tonight. The stands were full. What did you think about tonight's competition?
It's been a real privilege to be involved with Longines and the North American World Cup League for sure. It's been an honor to bring show jumping back to the heart of the city. Many people are aware that it used to be here back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, but it, around the world things kind of migrated out to further venues. But you're seeing a big migration back to the hearts of the towns, and certainly Calgary Stampede has the perfect venue here with this Agri and Western Event Center to host international top competition, and as was evidenced today.
Awesome.
As far as the whole tournament goes, this is our 4th year. We plan on doing bigger and better things in the future. Next year, we're going to be upping our level to a 4-star, and probably a good time to surprise everybody. But it's our intention to make a formal bid next year to host the World Cup Finals in Calgary in years to come. Stampede Park is unbelievable. There's 4 major arenas, including the Saddle Dome, which can host 20,000 people, and Calgary's perhaps the most educated and knowledgeable fan base of show jumping in entire North America. So I think it would fit.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
Can I add some word?
Oh.
Only 1 sentence.
Yep.
I would like to thank my team. I have the best team here, the best team in the world. It is fantastic how they work with me. We built the fence, the competitions in less than 15 minutes, and we clean up the arena. Hunter, you know that. You gave me 6 minutes. We need 4, and that in this now at the moment, I would say thank you very much for my team, for my assistants, for everybody who helps me to make these horse show running.
I just pulled the latest standings, so I just wanted to give you guys an update on the standings. Isabel, Washington standings haven't come in yet, but you are now leading the Eastern Subleague. Congratulations. And Laura Jane, you were sitting 4th for the Western Subleague. Does that make you think about Paris at all? Where are you guys, what are you thinking now?
Well, honestly, for me, I'm off to Toronto from here, and it really would depend for me how that went. I think if I qualified, it would definitely have to be a conversation with my team, and they would have to support me in that, and we would go from there. But I mean, for sure, if I went to Toronto and had the same type of results I had here, then I think my mind might be swayed in a little bit of a different way. But we'll have to see. Thank you.
Like I said, at the beginning, it's still like in April, so a lot can happen. And with my, it depends how she goes. But so far, I mean, that's the plan. But you never know, so we're gonna build the plan about that. But I mean, we all want to do the World Cup qualification to try to qualify. That's our first thing. So for sure, if we can do it, I mean, we will do it.
We have to call up that again.
I'd like to set the record straight here. Isabel, you came out here the first time when we were speaking because of the Hunter Derby.
Yeah, to be honest, I qualified for the Hunter Derby. And they gave me $5,000 to come here for the Hunter Derby horse. And then I said, okay, if I come with the horse, I mean, because it was after the deadline, I said, can I do the World Cup? And he said, yes, for sure. That was 2 weeks ago. So I drove 45 hours. I came here with the Hunter. He went like shit. I mean, I didn't win anything. So I turned around and I looked at Sesha and I said, don't make me drive 45 hours for nothing. Because it's a long drive.
Home will be much faster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's, yeah. So thank you, John, for pushing me.
Well, if you do go to Paris, because I brought you here, you can buy me a ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
And Sarah, after tonight, you are now sitting 6th in the Eastern Sub League.
That's very exciting.
Where do you go next?
We have 2 weeks off, and then we go to Vegas.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you have any thoughts of Paris now?
It seemed like such a long shot. Just a few weeks ago when I made this plan to come out here and try this tour, but my horse has lived up to every bit of it. I have an unbelievable team behind me. Staying home, I'm from New Jersey, so this is quite a long way away. But everyone's supporting me at home, allowing me to do this. I'd love to live up to it for them and make that a dream come true.
Awesome. Isabel, are you going to Toronto next?
Yeah, we have the Canadian Championship, but we have to qualify for the World Cup. That's the funnest story, because we were not allowed to do the World Cup unless we qualify. So first, before we qualified for Paris, we have to qualify for Toronto.
So if we could be sitting like this again after the Canadian Championships, first
Yeah.
and second,
Then-
it would be good.
Exactly.
All right. Well, best of luck to you next week.
Thank you.